Okay, welcome. Thank you for clicking on. Now, I've shared a few videos this week. I shared the video with the Malvern haul, I shared the video with the live chat with myself and Kieran, and I shared the membership video. So I thought I haven't done a haul video this week, so why not share some of my absolutely wonderful car boot sale finds? I went to a car boot sale this morning, and to be totally honest with you, the last 3 or 4 weeks it has been dreadful. Next to nothing there, same sellers over and over, with the same stock, which is typical to be honest with you when you come into towards the end of the season. Now, what I mean by the end of the season, through the winter, a lot of the field car boot sales shut down. But today it was quite unusual. I went to the car boot sale, didn't get there early. I used to get there hour before it opened, stand in the queue at the front of the queue. I can't be doing with that this time of the year. So I just pulled in just before it started, walked up to the queue and straight in. And I still had an amazing day. Check out some of my lovely finds. Let me know what you think, and hopefully you'll enjoy taking a look at them. So we're going to start off with a pair of late 19th to early 20th century ebony open barley twist candlesticks. Now, if you ever buy barley twist candlesticks, the oak ones, if they're solid barley twist, believe me, they're very hard to sell. But if you get them open, which is basically, do you see this where you have like a spiral effect in the center? That is very, very saleable in barley twist candlesticks. And ebony is extremely sought after now, becoming an extinct wood. I don't know if extinct is the right word, but it's certainly becoming a scarce wood. So yeah, real nice pair of ebony candlesticks. Now I've only got £20 on them because it's got a crack in one of the spirals. But they're really nice candlesticks. There you go, there's a little hairline there, a little stress fracture. Very minor, but you know what? I wasn't going to leave them there. They're open barley twists. They're extremely decorative and attractive, and they cost me £2.50. That's all they cost me. Very happy with that. Now this, I was umming and ahhing, do I even put it in the video because this is going to upset a lot of people. This party at the moment is certainly not popular, and in all honesty, I don't like any of them anyway. But I thought, I'm an antique dealer, I'm a historian. This is a 1940s Labour Party enamelled pin. Maker's mark and everything on the back. Thomas Fatton or something like that of Birmingham. So we've got 1940s Liberty pin badge for the Labour Party. And believe me, they don't stand for now what they used to. Anyway, I've only got £15 on it, but it cost me 50 pence. Thomas Fatorini? Fatorini, yeah. You can read it. This was one of my, well, it wasn't the star find, but it's one of my star finds. This is a Crawford's shop display biscuit tin, and it is gorgeous. It's 11 inches tall, 9 inches square. It's got this advert on the front, glass top, really nice. Now the sides are pretty blank. There you go. On the side of this one here is a paper label, which I left on there. There you go. Milk chocolate wholemeal biscuits, basically. 20 packets of them, retail, 1.5 pence. Is it? No. 1/5 and a half. I don't know what that is. So maybe somebody can help me with that one per packet. So 1/5 and a half. 1/5, 1/5. Is that a shilling? I'm not sure. Anyway, really nice to have the original labels on there. And this is a shop display one with the glass top and everything. Do you know it cost me a tenner this morning at the car boot sale? Tenner. Now it has gone damaged. You see this bar here, the arm. It should have another one on the other side that is missing. But that's all it got. Other than that, it's in absolutely lovely condition. I was really pleased with it anyway. For a tenner, I was absolutely over the moon. Now, I've done some research. Some people are asking 100 to 150 for them. Mine's missing the arm. I went in at 75. It's a really good looking box for display. Just lovely thing. This was absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you look right there, there's a number 830. So you've got to be very careful when you're looking at boxes, pill boxes, or any silver in general. You've got to search everywhere. Now you can see here the silver mark is in the pattern. It's not always on the base, even though on this one the base is exactly the same as the top with a bouquet of flowers. This is stamped 830 silver, so it's 830 grade silver, 830 parts per thousand of silver. Which basically Germany done it and the Scandinavian countries done it. So it could be any of those. Really nice thing. And this is the underside. Even the underside is exactly the same as the top. Oh, and there's the inside, gilt interior. Nice thing, really, really nice thing. Now I paid £35 for two pill boxes. This was the first, and I'm asking 45 for this, and that's a fair price for online. And this was the second. We'll do it this way so you can see them both. This was a late 19th century Chinese export silver and enamel box. Now, I'd call it a snuff box or pill box, but it's a bit big. It's a couple of inches. It's enameled with peacocks and birds and foliage all around it. Now you can see it has lost enamel. The lady sold one last week for £100 in good condition. I would have loved that one because in good condition they're selling for mid to high hundreds. Even Bonhams and Christie's take them in really good condition. Now this one has lost quite a bit of enamel. Still a very beautiful thing. Even the underside, even the base has been, that is the underneath, that's the foot. They've even enameled underneath. It's real top end quality. Gilt interior again. Now I couldn't find the hallmark on this one, but it's without a shadow of a doubt, it's Chinese silver with enamel. And it's absolutely stunning. Now I've put up for 145 in good condition, as I said. These are pulling like 500, 600, £700. And it's a really nice example. I would have liked the example she sold last week in Cardiff for £100. But I paid £35 for this beautiful Chinese one and this potentially Scandinavian silver one. So I think that was a really good little buy. Same lady, I purchased this one off. She charged me £3 for this one. I would have been happy with it, except there was a tiny, tiny flea bite chip on the underside of the lid. Otherwise, I would have asked more money. But it's Royal Crown Derby. You don't get much better porcelain than Royal Crown Derby. If you're going to buy porcelains and ceramics, they're hard to sell. So you go for names. It's either got to be real early, real rare, or it's got to be by a top name. And Royal Crown Derby is one of those names. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a Mari pattern and it's signed on underneath the lid and underneath the pot. There's the chip. It's absolutely tiny. Really is. It's a tiny, tiny chip. But it's there, unfortunately. So Royal Crown Derby, there's the mark. Now what I will say, there are fakes of Royal Crown Derby out there, but they spell Derby different. Right, so watch the spelling on the Royal Crown Derby. They get away with the fakes by misspelling it. But yeah, lovely little thing. £3 into 15 is fine. It's a nice little trinket box. I wasn't going to leave it there. And again, another piece that came in today, very, very cheap. Yeah, it's another £2.50. No. I had the two of them for tenner, sorry, not £2.50 each. So, where are we? The candlesticks. They weren't £2.50, they were a fiver. Because I bought them off the gentleman in Hengoyd. I paid him £5 each, £10 for the pair. So this one was a fiver as well. And this is not uranium, unfortunately. It's Murano glass, but look at that. It's got the green glass at the front and the ruby glass at the back, cased in clear. Lovely little Murano glass bird. He had another one there with aventurine in there, which is all the metal flakes and that, but it was damaged on the foot, so I didn't want it. I only buy them if they're perfect because obviously they're sharp, they're dangerous, and if someone gets cut, I could end up being sued. It's just not worth the hassle. Beautiful little bird, cost me a fiver. I'm asking 25 for it. This come off the same seller as the biscuit, the shop biscuit display. We have a late 19th, early 20th century ship's kettle. This is a size number 4, it's stamped on the handle number 4. No maker's marks, but you can take a look at the shape. And that's what we call a capstan shape, and it's basically to stop it falling over. It cannot fall over. Real nice thing. Arts and crafts, basically. There's the number 4 on the lid for the size. No maker's mark. I gotta be honest with you, when I saw that number 4, I thought it was Keswick, because it looked like the cross. And the Keswick Industrial School of Arts got KIS, KIAS, something like that anyway. Keswick in a square or in a cross. So anyway, I thought it was them, but it weren't. He charged me a tenner for this again, so I paid a tenner for this, and I paid a tenner for the biscuit tin. So real nice, asking 75, lovely thing. And really unusual. I actually had to look this one up at the car boot sale. This is a German pottery vase from the 1970s by Jasba. Never heard of it myself personally before, but look at that moulding. Really lovely design. I would have liked some nice bright oranges or something like that on it, but what a really good shape. Good pattern around the neck. Now I gave her £8, the lady, I gave her £8 for the vase. But I genuinely had to Google it. I'd never heard of the make. And I looked at it and I thought, that's quite a good looking piece. And there's the mark. It doesn't even look like West German, does it? Or German pottery. But it is. German pottery. I gave her £8. I'm asking 30. It's not huge profits there, but it's a really nice, good looking item. And I think that'd make a room because it's a good size as well. Size. It is 11.5 inches tall, so it's a good size. And then I had a couple of African figures, and these are really nice. I bought 2 of them. Hang on, I'll share with you a photo if I can do it now. And look at these. Just to give you an idea, I sent photographs to Kieran today when I was doing them. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. That's the first one. Is it going to show? No. Typical, innit? No. Basically, £4 each. And I was sending photographs to Kieran, and the dealers were walking past them at £4 each. I didn't buy them at the beginning of the day. I bought them quite late on. And this one is hand-carved sculpture of lovers kissing. I thought it was really, really nice. Maybe it's just me getting old, I don't know, but I just thought it was a really nice sculpture. Abstract romantic figures, I've called it. Paid £4, asking 35. And then there was this one, which is certainly in the style of the Benin bronzes and things you'd get with the elongated or stretched necks. We got a really tall carved African lady. Look at that, look how tall she is. But look how long that neck is, and that neck there's got all wire wrapped around her as well, just like you see on the Benin bronzes. So I certainly think it's from that area. It's a real nice tall African figure. It's not as heavy as you'd think, but it's really good. Got a good look to it. Anyway, I'm asking 45, and I paid £4 for that as well. So, what do you think? All that came out of one car boot sale this morning in the valleys, and I don't think there was more than 30, 40 cars there. It was just a good morning. I'm very pleased with what I've had. I got to be honest, though, there's a really good profit, but better than that, there's a good mix of items. You've got the arts and crafts metalware, you've got shop display, you've got African art, I got Chinese export art, silver, some really, really nice pieces. Anyway, let me know what you think, and yeah. Now, if you want to learn how to do what I'm doing, then check out my channel. I have over 1,000 videos sharing tips and secrets. And if you want to be an antique dealer, then consider joining my membership, please, on Patreon or YouTube, where you'll find all my educational videos and tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.